Welcome back to Artists in the Wild. I'm Trixie Little. It's a beautiful fall day. I'm sitting in dappled sunlight underneath of this absolutely epic tree. And I am here to talk about my experience since leaving social media. I left Instagram and Facebook for good on May 2024. And I had taken many breaks over the years, but like just leaving it open and not actually like deleting the whole account sort of does keep you ensnared. It makes it really easy to go back. And I didn't want to go back because all the same reasons that everyone tells themselves, like, oh, I can't. It's just how the world works. It's like there's no way to do business. There's no way to have a career. There's no way to do anything without it. It's the only way that I see certain people, blah, blah, blah. Like eventually you just I realized that the inherent wickedness of the thing just was bigger than little old me. Like I just needed to get off of it and trust that hopefully something better would come along. So I'm going to just talk about my experience since leaving. I want to do this for a couple reasons. I assume some of you watching this channel probably already made this leap yourselves. I think I probably attract some off-grid, alternative lifestyle, get out of the system kind of people, and great, because that's what I am. And the more you get out of the system, the harder it is to go back, partly because your soul absolutely rebels, and partly because the system can smell it on you and they don't want you back stirring shit up with the people they're trying to keep asleep. So there may also be people who are still on it. I definitely prefer the friends of mine that are off of it. I just feel like some of the reasons I'll get into, but like they're not really available, and more time goes by that I don't hear from them than I think would be the case. Like it's when I start to want to hear from them, try to reach out and stuff like way earlier than I feel like that's kind of reciprocated. And I think that it's because that one of the illusions of social media is that it's social, and it's not. So when we feed ourselves this fake form of socialization and act like it's a nourishing meal, it's like trying to live off Doritos or something. Anyway, I'm just going to talk about my experience, and wherever you're at with it, I would love to hear about it. I mean, getting off some of these platforms, I swear I have like physical, it's like a demon leaves my body. It's like I got sick when I left Spotify, and I was so tormented about it because I love music so much. And that, I haven't really found the great replacement for like making playlists and stuff like I did. I mean, I'm dabbling again in Pandora and iTunes and blah, blah, blah. But I just feel so burned by all of them and investing all my time in them for never getting any, benefit, really. It's like, and Spotify just treating artists like crap, and then the way that they make money off of fake AI music. It's like, I like humanity, and I'm here to be an artist and to make great things for our culture, and we can't do that if our culture is so sick. So I have a vested interest in restoring culture so that it's healthy and functional again. Culture is the soil our consciousness grows in. By that I mean it's like the dream material, the artists that we admire, and the music we listen to, and the stories and the plays and the books and the dances and all that makes like a time, it makes a vibe. It's like part of this what's going on right now. All of that stuff feeds our imagination. It helps us like be like, oh, I want to do something like that, and then things start like picking up, and everybody's got like a little more fire, and it's just a juicier way to live. It's way more fun. So let's just start with the problems with social media. Okay, these are the problems with social media, generally agreed upon, I think, by everybody. I don't think any of this is like news. We're just like setting the baseline. One, I think we can all agree that it was created as mass hypnosis. We can obviously see that now because of the way it's played out over time. Two, we can pretty much all agree that it has made society worse It makes children want to kill themselves. Actual suicide rates are way up. Lots of factors for that, of course, but just the general mental health of the average person is gone way down. And it's like, do you blame the phone or the individual app or the social media? I'm just kind of lumping it all in with like social media. It's getting any kind of social or attempting to get any sort of social thing, connection off of a screen. It's just like not how it works. And 3, I think we can all agree that it's alienated us from each other and from nature, which therefore alienates us from God or source, because we, we're the microcosm of the macrocosm. We are our own little universe unto ourselves and in this larger universe and all connected. And that, to me, and that connection to nature, I feel like we are hardwired to the earth, and she rebels when we ignore her and neglect our responsibility and go to sleep. And at a certain point, the being asleep and choosing to still participate in these things, that's a choice you're making. So you're really like, participating in your own demise in a lot of ways, because I also think we can generally agree that they're trying to kill us. And that, in addition to that, trying to siphon all of our money and life force and energy and attention in the meantime. That the government, the government does not actually care about us. And so who does? Like, who's looking out for us? Like, we have to look out for each other, you guys. Why do intelligent people choose to stay on this platform when it's obviously contributing to our own downfall, and it's very clear? Why do people stay? Now, I had all these same things before I just finally got off. So again, I'm just setting the baseline. One reason is that people are just resistant to changing anything. It's just easier not to change it. It's like, and then, it's kind of just like, well, this is the way it is. This is just how the world works. It's sort of like that, the just acceptance and not being willing to ruffle any feathers or make any changes or do something that might make them uncomfortable. That's most human beings, but living in the world we live in, we're gonna have to like grow and change and actually mature now and do that willingly, not like wait for something to happen. Like, no one's gonna do it for you. You have to be responsible for yourself. Number 2, intelligent people stay because they're kind of playing both sides. They're like, well, yes, this is the way the world works, and yes, this is the world that I want, which is different. And so they're just like, well, until that world that I want is here, I'm going to keep a foot in over here and just keep playing the game, get the money, do the job, do the thing, be part of the whole machinery. But that doesn't really work, because the only way that we really get the world we want is when it's like a hard break. And that's what I was saying about like leaving. It wasn't enough to just sort of put the account to sleep. It's like it needs to be deleted so that you're not consenting. There's no background consent happening at all with any of it. And it's kind of like that, where it's like, if you really, really want it, it's like, yeah, you got to sacrifice something. There's a cost. And the cost of our freedom is inconvenience. Like, it's going to feel uncomfortable and inconvenient. That's just a fact. I mean, it's the end of empire, you guys. End days of capitalism. Like, America's going under. It's a hot mess. We were lied to about all of it. It's very clear now. There's like a big, controlled demolition that we're part of. I'm trying to get us to navigate gracefully, and I'm just being honest, about my experience to give you a little bit of a kick in the pants. It's like, it wasn't easy to leave. I know that, So then the third reason why intelligent people stay is just fear of loss, fear of losing money, security, social status, approval of others, the addiction, just the actual, I'm just going to numb out and do this, like the dopamine hit of it all. Like, I get all that. All of that is illusion, all of it, So just again, the more we are being asked to actually wise up and be more mature and recognize that these are illusions, and the only one who's gonna turn away from all this is you. That's an individual choice we all have to make. So some of the benefits of leaving, which I can personally testify to, are, number one, my social circadian rhythm returned. And so this is what I was mentioning, where I spend a lot of time alone as an artist. I like to write, I like to paint, there's tons of stuff I like to do alone, and I just I also like being in a remote town like this, so I don't have a lot of people around, but then it's then I get really hungry for company. And so I feel like that natural cycle of it's even within a week that I need a lot of human, handful of human contacts in a week, We're not meant to be alone for really huge amounts of time. We are meant to be in communities and families and tribes and helping each other and stuff. And so this whole navel gazy, too much time spending on your own process and inward looking thing, I just feel like the time for that is past. That we had a lot of that time the last few years with COVID and the pandemic and all that stuff, and now it's actually time to be outward focused, to make a difference and to really do something, not just think about it, not just heal it's fine, all that stuff's gonna be going on in the background, but your social circadian rhythm is completely out of whack if you are using social media regularly like that. 2, natural hunger for adventure returns. So start wanting to be around people more, and then I don't just want to be around them, but I want to go do fun stuff. I'm let's go look for something to do, let's go see what that's about. It's that sort of curiosity that really made life fun. It's coming back, although it's again harder to find people that will participate in this with me. And I'm saying, I think it's because a lot of them are still hypnotized and addicted to social media, which I wish was not the case, because I'm here testifying that I really attribute some of these qualities to me leave. Number 3, synchronicity starts to return. Sorry about that weed whacker. Synchronicity returning is a huge one, because that's how the analog old world worked, and it was great. It's someone would mention something, next thing you knew, you'd be running into that person, and then they'd invite you to a party where you'd meet someone that also wanted to do a thing with you, start a band, be in a show, do a thing. So then it's that whole connecting the dots in the real world, which that has been broken a long time, you guys. Dating apps, all that crap, it took away synchronicity. It made that actual magic stop working. So anything you can do to get it working again is worth it. It's more fun, I'm telling you. Number 4, reducing mental and visual clutter. It just clarifies your desire. Sorry about that. Reducing your just mental and visual clutter. We're not meant to see that many images and know this much about people, So when you kind of take that away, it clarifies your desire. What does your heart long for? What are you yearning to do? What, if you found out you had 6 months to live, how would you start living your life? Do that now. Pretend it's the end of time and this is it. Pretend you don't get another chance, clarify your desire, know what you want to do and go for it. Failing is the only thing you have to worry about. That's very common for people who are on their deathbeds, that they really mostly say they regret the things they didn't do, not the things they did do. So I don't want to fall into that trap. I want to really live my life. We've got this time here, let's go for it. That's why I'm out here, really on a wing and a prayer. I don't have money. I don't have a buffer. I'm just one day at a time in it, you guys. And I'm just okay, I'm all in on life, on my life, and following my dream without knowing anything about tomorrow. Like, so, you know, along with that, number 5, passion returns. So when you clarify your desire, all of a sudden, like, your fire, your inner fire wakes up and you start to get like passionate about stuff again, you know? Like, I'm passionate about performing again. I'm passionate about like doing my art. I'm passionate. I feel like this strong burning desire, and it feels good. I mean, that's how we know we're alive. Don't you miss that feeling? I know I did, but it's like you don't know what you missed until you have it and you're like, oh my God, yes, this feels so much better. I wish more people were out here with me. Number 6, FOMO leaves. The comparison stops. Eventually, so the first really difficult thing to get over with getting off of social media is the FOMO, the fear of missing out, which is a dumb illusion anyway, but you're not missing out on anything. No one needs to know what you're doing. Like, it really, like, you start to value your privacy again. You're like, everyone doesn't need to know my business. Like, I don't need people sending me mental energy or thoughts or anything about me, you know, none of it. It's a lot. I had to work back a lot of my courage to even be on YouTube, but I'm investing in a long form show. It's like where I can give my ideas like a lot more space. People can see my intention and my facial expressions. You know, it's not just words. It's not just little sound bites on dumbass social media. It's like I'm trying to talk honestly to you guys about the real struggles of being out here and being an artist and being outside of the system and staying true to myself and trying to live with integrity and all that, and not giving up on myself as I age, and you know, all of it. So that's why I'm here. That's what I'm giving to you. Okay, this is like, again, the list of superpowers that start to return when you get off of it are just like unknowable, unnameable, countless. It's so good. But your intuition starts to return when you get off of these things and into nature more. So that's like no small thing. It's a little complicated, I'm not going to lie, because you start to realize like how many people are lying to themselves all the time, and then you can like see through it, and it's really hard to be around, and then you start triggering people. I won't, but you're always being spared, okay? So those are short-term inconveniences, but like they weren't your friends anyway. So you don't want to build on faulty foundations. Like, it is better to know, or to like take a break and let someone regroup, get their shit together, and come back, or like reapproach a totally different way. Because it's like people who are lying to themselves are lying to you. So it's like, it's hard to be in a relationship like that. Number 8, when you get off social media, you actually spend more time in your body, like embodied, and experiencing life in the present, and like really like boots on the earth, bare feet on the earth, like outside, naked in nature. Like, these things really, I think, are what some of the only benefits to incarnating seem to be, is just like, right, like enjoying being in our body, enjoying being who we are. Like, you know, and I'm just kind of getting into that. It's like I fought with myself, you know, most of my life. You know, we all had insecurities. We all grew up in this system too that really is, it's hard to break up with. It's a very very clever narcissistic kind of abuse that we all grew up with. So, you know, this is like, it's both the medicine and the reward, you know. It's like, it feels good. Like, and that feeling keeps growing when I'm not like trying to fill myself artificially through this you know. So number 9, when you get off social media, it requires a lot of discipline, and that discipline that you gain pays dividends. You can use it in other areas of your life. You know that nothing has control of you. You feel like all of your addictions become manageable. You can take breaks from them. You can go in and out of them. Things that you used to think you gave your power away to, be they booze or whatever else. It's like it's not a thing, and it's the whole like addictive cycle is just sort of drained of its vitality, so it's just not a thing anymore. It just doesn't matter whether you do or don't. It's just like that with smoking now in me. I'm just like, well, I'm not gonna I made myself feel bad about it when I liked having cigarettes, and then the times that I maybe start smoking regularly, and then I know I need to back off, and I've done this for so long, but I'm just like, okay, it's just like my cycle. I've just been on this cycle, and that's it. And I know I can get off, and I'm off right now. So, it's just like that. It's just not a thing that controls you, Number 10, when you reprioritize your time, your focus, and your attention on yourself, your body, on being in nature, the magic comes back, okay? All the magic comes back. The synchronicity, the nature, that like talking to the animals, the weird signs and symbols and all that stuff starts to just like line back up, and it's like, yeah, man, it feels good to be like, it feels like confirmation, like you're in a collaboration, like life feels really like a scavenger hunt almost. So that's great. And then number 11, you re-enchant the world and you recover what has been lost by all of us in our ignorance and our laziness. Yes, it's laziness. Yes, it's willful lack of discipline, which we're all, if you're watching this, you're an adult, no one's going to parent you for you at this point. You got to find the discipline yourself and, and do what's right, not what's easy, take the harder road. That said, I recognize we're all, it's kind of like pick your poison. We're all involved in the system some way still. If you have a phone, if you have one of these, then you're definitely in. So, but I'm enjoying re-enchanting the real world and getting back into analog things and slowing things down and just letting the cycles play out a little longer, not jumping to conclusions about what's going on, being realistic. Like, I think I've been maybe too optimistic and just kind of like, eventually just got tired. I got tired of fighting it. I got tired of like, just trying to be the cheerleader and act like it's entirely that we create our own reality. I'm like, that's not entirely true, because it's a collaboration. It's not only with us. It is like a lot. We need to all work together better for sure, but it's also with nature, and it's a longer cycle. I think getting these muscles of perception back in working order, after you deprogram yourself and get off a few of these mind control drugs, whatever they are, digital or otherwise, things start to happen, things start to change. And yeah, I only have positive things to say about it, aside from the fact that increased like sensitivity and awareness is sometimes uncomfortable. But these are superpowers without a doubt. So, they require a learning curve, I guess, or a learning period or something. But I guess that's about everything for today. I can't believe that Weed Whacker continued the whole time. I'm sorry about that. So I think that's about it for today. And thank you for watching. I'm on track with my 90-day challenge for those of you paying attention, following along at home. I've just moved into week 3. I've completed my goal of 2 videos a week, one edited and one talking, topical video. So I've put out 4 episodes so far, and I'm gonna do the same this week. Yeah, so I'll see you on Sunday with another edited episode that's gonna be 4 p.m. Pacific or 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday. So that's the day that's the main day I'm trying to release the edited videos. So I'll see you there. If you like what I'm talking about here, you might also enjoy reading my Substack, where my blog is Trixie Little Arts in the Wild. The link is in the description, and you know what to do. Thanks so much for being here. You're the best. See you out there, wild one.